Good people. Cheap gaming headsets are finally getting good, but what is it like using an esports targeted gaming product in your everyday life? It's okay actually. I'm really hoping the Fnatic React headset is starting a trend where you don't have to be embarrassed by the sound quality, and the mic's not trash either, and despite the branding all over the place, they look pretty good. My first impression when I saw this was like, this is a HyperX knockoff, and Fnatic are not afraid to be reusing existing frames to save on tooling, instead invest that money into sound tuning for the drivers, and I can appreciate that, and thus reducing their margins further even to hit that $69 price point. Honestly, it is kind of refreshing to see a gaming brand focus on the bare-bone essentials when it comes to gaming headset, and they are cheaper than the Alpha or the Cloud 2, yet target the same audience.
Your eyes haven't seen anything like it yet. The new Razer Blade Pro 17 packs a beautiful and fast 4K 120Hz panel with gorgeous vibrancy and color accuracy with incredible clarity, awesome for creative work that will never disappoint, with a fantastic future-proof I/O as well. It's also a touchscreen so your fingertips get some action. The bezels are tiny, the chassis is sleek, the fiery keyboard is perfect, the trackpad is massive, the hardware is epic with RTX. Man, the Blade Pro 17 is a complete package. Experience smooth 4K gaming, linked below.
Alright, so first let's go over the basics. The frame feels very familiar with the semi-robust build quality. The ear cups don't swivel, so it's not a comfortable fit around your neck, especially given the tight clamping force out of the box. Size extensions are a bit on the short side. I have to wear them fully extended. They are pretty flexible, but unfortunately do make a bit of noise right at the joints, especially on my left side. Yeah, the pop of color inside each ear cup is a nice touch, and the memory foam on these is awesome to create a perfect seal around your ear that sits okay with glasses too. But all three of us found the clamping force a bit too tight, so I've intentionally been trying to stretch the frame over the past few weeks to loosen them up a bit. Compared to my Logitech G Pro X headset, I find the ear padding on the React so much better, but the slightly looser frame on the Pro X is a better fit for me. However, I'm pretty surprised at the comfort and fit of the Kraken X by Razer. These are $49 pair, and I find them a bit more comfortable because, again, the clamping force is not as tight as the React, but the React sounds so much better. The cable is non-removable. It's a pretty short 1 meter full pole connection with inline controls, plus an extension is included, and I do like that the cables are not braided. This minimizes cable noise, and the mic, of course, is detachable, but there's nothing to cover that input.
I love the rigidity of the mic arm. It's pretty serious, it's not going anywhere, with a standard foam filter included. And for 69 bucks, I really love the audio coming out of this thing. I've gotten a few compliments in CSGO in competitive matches, and to be honest, I prefer this over the G Pro X headset, which is so much more expensive. The problem, because it's a closed design, I just hate not hearing myself. There's no way to add voice feedback into the headset, so that's my only complaint. The funny thing is, the G Pro X headset plugged into the same source sounds so much worse, and while this thing has the Blue Voice functionality, it still is a pretty poor microphone, and it sounds very similar to the $49 Kraken X. This is the Razer Kraken X, a $49 headset, sounds very similar to what you just heard with the Pro X. And my current benchmark for mic quality for under $100 on the gaming headset is the MH751 by Cooler Master. They really found a fantastic microphone capsule, and so did Fnatic. It's definitely in my top 5 with regards to microphone quality, and you can find everything linked in the description below. Thank you very much.
With regards to sound performance, we have great passive noise isolation thanks to awesome ear padding, and whatever bass these push out, it is all trapped inside the ear cup, but the drivers are specifically tuned to flatten the low end. That is on purpose to emphasize other frequencies that actually matter for competitive play.
Alright, son. Dimitri, stop hacking.
So they are intentionally bright, as in lots of detail and clarity in mid and high ranges. It's exactly the signature I prefer in multiplayer, so hearing someone reload around the corner is crispy AF, but I also found it to be slightly too sharp outside of competitive gameplay. Not that my ears were ringing after Red Dead 2, but I prefer a slightly smoother delivery with my HD58X. The React is also a closed design, so environmental and soundstage expansion is of course limited, but that is not necessarily a negative when it comes to wanting to hear only the sound cues that matter to know where your enemies are coming from. Now, just for reference, the $49 Kraken X and the $69 React, the sound difference is just insane. These things sound muddy, there's no control in the bass department, they are very harsh on the high end if you crack the volume, while the React, sure, they're tuned to be slightly flatter on the bass department, but it still feels much tighter than the Kraken X, and so much extra clarity and detail out of the React headset. The important fact to recognize with the React headset is its competitive sound advantage for multiplayer with an awesome microphone and a killer price point. It's not trying to add surround sound, RGB, other features, software, USB dongles. Its bare bones nature is what makes it so appealing and almost so perfect for the $69 pair. This is definitely one of the best in its price class. I do wish that they minimized on the branding, it's a bit too much, and also loosen up the clamping force because out of the box, it is way too tight. Really love what Fnatic is doing here in terms of that whole bare bones direction, giving us products without any bling, just performance. Make sure to check out links in the description below for all types of headset recommendations at different price points too. I'm Dmitry, thanks so much for watching. Check out this other relevant content. I'll talk to you guys in the next video.